Hello, and welcome to another edition of On The Lot with me, your host, Mike Winnett, aided by the always effervescent Debbie. And today we're going to show you this rather spectacular 2008 all-wheel drive Edge SEL. Now the SEL does come with a 3.5 V6 engine that bangs out a nice meaty 265 horses. And if you take a quick look at the very front of this vehicle, you'll notice that it's a strong, masculine almost view, but without actually being over the top. It's muscular, it's nice, it's clean, it's orderly, and it's attractive. And that's important in a car. So if you like to follow me around, we'll take you to the front of the vehicle, and we'll take a little sneaky peek in where the driver, the operator of the vehicle, sits. This particular model obviously comes equipped with leather seating, six-way power seats on both the passenger and driver's side. It's an automatic. Moving to the rear, plenty of seating, space for seating I should say, plenty of space for seating for 2 occupants, or indeed 3 if you need to. Now, those boffins at Ford like to put in a few little tricks into their vehicles, and the Edge is no exception. So if you keep looking in there, when I pop round here, this middle seat with the switch flops right down. And there you have your pop-up cup holders. Now that's magic. Easy to stow away, and the seating returns to normal. Let's take a look in the rear. Opening up the rear of this vehicle, the first thing one notice in the crossover segment is that this has plenty of space. This is a large trunk for this particular segment, and if you compare it to other crossovers, that's not too shabby. Now, with the mere switch of this button here and here, the rear seats drop down, and the rear of this vehicle is instantly transformed into a cavern. A miniature cavern, but a cavern no less. You can easily get skis, dead bodies, golf clubs, indeed 27 babies, I believe. It's been calculated. Easy to put up, mere 2 fingers. Now indeed, if a vehicle is the sum of its parts, then indeed the other part has to be the way it rides, how it drives. So why don't we take this little baby on the road and see what she's got. So the surprising thing about the Edge while one's driving it is 2 things. One, the refinement in this vehicle for a large vehicle, its supple ride and its agility does kind of take you by surprise, and nicely so, I might add. The engine gives that satisfying hum without being overbearing or indeed deafening to one might. And the seat itself is really spacious and comfortable. I have plenty of movement for my legs. The leather seating is really nice. The 6-way power seat really does its job. And indeed, if you're the type of person who suffers, I don't know, from maybe an enlarged prostate or severe hemorrhoids, say, then I think this would be the vehicle that your doctor would recommend for therapy, which is nice. And cut. 1. So here we are on the highway with the all-wheel drive system, and one really gets a sense now of just truly grippy the system is. You can accelerate with confidence, and the poke that this gives you is really satisfying. And I'm beginning to understand where the name Edge actually comes from now, and why Ford gave it the Edge. If you look at the interior is orderly, it's logical, it looks nice, it's neatly trimmed. But it also has an edge, a little bit extra, and the ride is exactly the same. The ride when you're in it, it's everything you might expect from a larger vehicle, you know. It's smooth, it's strong, it's good, but it's got that little bit extra, that little bit of zazz or oomph. It gives you a little bit of oomph in your oomph, and that's really nice. So the ride itself is not only satisfying, but enjoyable. And that's unusual in a car like this. I like enjoyable rides, and I am enjoying this ride. This vehicle itself comes equipped with all the little mod cons you would expect. It's got the backup sensors, the leather seating, dual power seats, It only has 38,000 miles on it, and for an 08 that's well within reason. And indeed it comes of course with this giant moonroof, or indeed if you were to open it fully it'd become a lookout tower. I don't know. All in all though, you can really tell that Ford put a lot of thought into this vehicle and a little bit of an edge.